last video, we were head over heels with all of the home exterior and interior updates and repairs. For those just tuning in, it's been one whole year for all of our hurricane repairs on our home. We've bounced around a few places and it hasn't been easy, but we're hanging tough. As our home goes through its final updates and repairs, we've decided to finally give our detached garage a new facelift. So you see, our detached garage is a stick frame as well. The exterior garage wall consists of wood wall panels, and here in Florida we get a lot of rain. So what happens is the wood panels absorb all that water, and over time it rots out. We have decided to cut and remove 2 feet off the ground. At first, we were thinking of replacing the wood wall panels themselves, but we decided to go fancy and do some stone veneering instead. We've never done this before and are not professionals, but learned tips and tricks by watching YouTube. The tools for the panel remover were this oscillating tool to cut out the wall panels, a hammer to take out any nails, and a pry bar to pry out the panel. Whoopsies. What?
Dirt and stuff.
Oh. Yay, we got the first wall off. There you go. Yay. Zong also used a 1x2 and drilled it into the wall to cut a nice straight line with his oscillating tool. We also replaced any 2x4s that were rotted out. You definitely want to do this because the framing is super important. Removing the wall panels took a couple of days just because we worked outside when there was shade over our detached garage. I mean, it's not fun when it's like 100 degrees plus outside. The wall was easy to remove versus the other one. Wow. Whoops, something's living in there. To take off, all of that is piece to take off. Look how rotten that is. Once all of the rotted wood panels were gutted out, we measured and cut the flashing to fit to size. Flashing is a thin strip of water-resistant material that is installed on top of the stone veneers so that it helps direct the water flow away from the walls. The flashing is also super thin, so we did our best to not bend it and keep its pretty shape. It's super thin that you could even use a pair of sharp utility scissors to cut into them. We purchased 4 hardboards from Lowe's. The great part about using waterproof hardy boards is that it's made out of cement and other materials combined to help withstand moisture. It will never rot, swell, or warp. We used our circular handsaw to cut the hardy boards and made sure to buy cement blade. Don't forget to wear your eye goggles. And don't forget to wear a good respirator mask to ensure that you're not inhaling all of that dust. We also purchased cement screws to screw the hardy boards up to the garage wall, and we screwed them right onto the 2x4 framing.
That are going to go at the bottom pieces of the garage. They're 100% waterproof cement boards.
And here we are back at Lowe's, our favorite store. I think that we come here every single day to the point where the cashiers know who we are now. We chose this natural stone veneer that caught our eye, and it was definitely very beautiful. This has got to be our most fun project. The stone veneers were about $45 a box, which came with 6 to 8 panels. We bought about 6 boxes and returned 1 at the end. And just in case you're wondering, we actually found these at Home Depot instead.
So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 in case? 7!
When starting out, your first row at the bottom is most important, and it has to be leveled and perfect for the rest. We allowed our first row to get grip tight for about 15 minutes before we moved on to the rest of the rows, which went a lot faster. Zong bought this wet towel saw from Facebook Marketplace, and it did the job quite well. No dust at all because it has a water drip in place to keep all that dust down. Most importantly, instead of using mortar to attach the stone veneers to the cement boards, we went with the Loctite construction adhesive glue, which was about $12 a tube. We saw some great reviews on it and decided to give it a try, and it worked like magic. We highly recommend. I believe we used 6 tubes total to get the job done.
Right here. I like it a lot because it's got some sparkly at the top. Oh, our second wall is done. This is our last wall. Yay! Just have this piece left. There's a rainbow right there, so that means good news is coming. It's been raining, so we had to hide out for a minute, then get back out here and continue on. We've got one wall left, so we got 1, 2 and 3.
For the side corners, they were so much fun to work with because we got to mix and match the stones up to make it all blend together. Once again, you'll definitely want to start with the first row and wait at least 15 minutes for the stones to be grip tight against the cement board. And of course, allow the adhesive glue to do its magic before you move on to the rest of the rows.
Corner pieces. I've got one left on this corner.
Zong found this cool towel nipper which eats away at any stone edges that stuck out or didn't look balanced. He calls it his stone chomper. This entire project probably took us an entire week just because, we work during the day, but once it was all done, we just couldn't keep our eyes off of the stone veneers. It's definitely in kind of a way like eye candy, and so I definitely recommend giving walls a facelift with stone veneers, and I'm sure you can easily do this on stucco walls, and you need zero experience, just a lot of patience and have fun while you do it.